Hi, welcome to this training video. Today we're going to be doing touch, which is a super easy behavior to train and also a super important behavior to have handy. I just wanted to turn around and show Albert showing off his old man skills. Isn't that funny? He's a master at it. So Albert is going to be stationing behind us on a downstay, while Harriet here is going to be demonstrating the touch behavior. You're a goofy guy. Okay, so again, you can use it for recall. You can use it for I don't like to say distractions because that's not what it is. A distraction would be anything that, like, hey, this is an active behavior. This means a dog has to cognitively decide to do this behavior. So it's not a distraction, but it helps manage problems. It is also good for telling a dog to not go crazy. Let's say somebody arrives at the door and they're super excited. Then I can ask for touch, so they come running to my hand. So it's really practical for all kinds of things. The most important thing is that the dogs really need to learn this everywhere. So I'm going to show you step by step how this is going down. Oh, Bear, you're so funny. So the first step is to take your hand as flat as possible. Why flat? Because we don't want your finger position to be a different cue, and we don't want this because that's luring, and we're not doing any of that. Also, your thumb position always up. And you will need to practice with both hands because guess what? The thumb's not in the same place once you have your left or right hand. So the first step is to bring your hand to your dog's nose, and you will put your hand gently to their nose, not shoving it in their face. You will make contact, and you will reward this. You don't have to use a clicker, but it's really practical. And we're going to repeat this about 15 times. That's the average time a dog will be required to learn something through classical conditioning. So you pair two things together, it takes about 15 to 25 times for the dog to learn it. It's only one treat, so it's a continuous reinforcement schedule of one click, one behavior, or one behavior. Ow, oh my God. If you don't tell her gently, she'll swallow my hand all the way up to here. Crazy girl. Good girl. Gently. Thank you. Oy. Yes. So as I said, we're repeating this 15, 25 times. If your dog does not like your hand on their nose, then you can put it very, very close. So just a few inches away or so. But ideally, we want to make contact because this behavior requires contact gently. So once we've repeated this 15, 20 times, then we're going to offset our hand by an inch. So an inch away from their nose. No, that is not okay. No. Albert, down. Good shake. Harriet, down. Harriet, down. Good dog. Albert, down. If only you were like this with squirrels, it would be really nice. Okay, gently. God, feels like I live with a shark. So now I wanted to just move your head back. I haven't even explained yet. You're too good. Okay, so her head's back. I want to put my hand just an inch away from her nose, and I want her to lean into my hand. Now, Harriet already knows this behavior, so she's kind of moving faster. So I put my hand out, and she has to lean in and do the behavior. Now remember, it still doesn't have a name yet because the behavior is not you laying on the ground and me putting my hand an inch away. The behavior is you being a bit further and then me asking for the behavior. So if I come gently to give some treats to our bear. So if I put my hand out and she comes to make contact like this, then I know she's getting to understand the behavior. So your dog will demonstrate his understanding by leaning into that. There's not much energy required in leaning into your hand, which is fine. That's what I want. I want her to make that contact gently. And again, I'm going to repeat this about 10, 15 times. And then I'm going, how gently. God, just learn the word. Would be nice. Then I want to start sticking it out a bit further. So in this case, I'm approximately a foot away. So now you see the leaning didn't work. She'll actually have to stand up. Come on. I like to wiggle my hands just to remind them of what it is we're doing. But I'm not saying the word because they don't know it yet. Come on, go, go. Go, go, go. So now you see she got up because she wants to hear it. And I'm going to pay well because she decided to stand and come make contact. So once this happens, then you can start putting it further away. And now we're going to name it. So when she puts her nose to my hand, it's going to be called touch. Great girl. And again, we're going to do a classical conditioning. So name, click at the same time. Touch. You can click, you can say the word a microsecond before. Touch. And so you're saying the word touch and then clicking immediately and then giving the reward. I'm going to let her go sniff, put my hand out. You can touch. You're going to again name this behavior about 15 to 25 times. Dogs need at least that amount of repetition in order to remember the name. Touch. Find it. I'm going to try to do it this way so you can see. How could I do it? Like this. Okay, I'm going to throw a hot dog to get you out of the way. And then put my hand here so you can see. Touch. So once you, whoops, click her on the ground. Good boy. Some cheese to up here. Here you go. Oh man. Okay. Touch. Girl, a bit of cheese. You like cheese too. I'm going to give you a bit more while I explain. So once this is systematic, so every time you put your hand out, the dog comes to touch it. You've named it. Now I want to do tests. And you can do your tests moving around in your house. I have to stay stationary because of the camera, but you can move all the way all over your house, and then you would, okay, go do something. And I would say, Harriet, touch. And she has 15 seconds to come execute the behavior. If she does not execute the behavior, you put one of those 10 treats aside and you keep it for last. So I'm going to repeat it. She has, just like my other test, she has 15 seconds to do the behavior. Harriet, touch. If she does it in 15 seconds, click treat. If not, then we need to go back to naming. When they don't get 10 out of 10, we need to go back to naming. If they do get 10 out of 10, woohoo, all is good. So when you see Harriet do this, if you haven't seen our videos, that means she's farting. Harriet, what are you doing? You have dog fur on your nose. Okay, touch. Good girl. Good girl. There, go eat it over there. I'm trying to chew my hand off. Here you go, Albert. I have the opposites in dogs. Albert is the most gentle treat taker. Here, it will swallow my arm all the way up to my wrist. Hey, crazy girl. Touch. So regardless of where your hand is, the dog should make contact. So that's how you teach touch in 10 minutes. Do multiple little sessions at a time, repeat that, and soon you'll have a behavior that's functional. So what are the steps? Hand to nose 15 to 25 times. Hand away from nose about an inch 10, 25 times. Then a bit further away from the nose and name the behavior as the nose makes contact with the hand. Then right after, so it's touch, click, treat. You can say at the same time, just make sure your voice overrides your click a little bit. So if you say touch and the sound of the clicker overrides your word, then the dog's not going to hear it. It's just going to focus on click. But if you say touch, then your touch overrides the click as it's coming in. So I hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want a laugh or two, you can always check out Harriet on her Queen Supreme YouTube channel. It's called Harriet Queen Supreme. That's it. I will see you in the next one. Ciao for now.